Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane, and let's talk about Black Ink Crew Chicago Season 4, Episode 3. OMG, we find out that Danielle's fiance, Terrence, he ain't no good. He ain't nothing but a cheater, but Danielle will still be with him, just like Ashley's still going to be with Don. I'll be surprised if she actually go to Texas. If she does go to Texas, she might just go for one episode, because I can't see her missing out on them VH1 checks. I don't see how she can do that. I'm like, whoa. And do you see Ryan and Rachel? They ride or die together. He got his own little shop, and now he's gonna have a whole new crew. Like, I don't want to really get to know no new people. I'm happy with the cast that's going on now, but whoa. And we didn't even get a chance to see Cobra. Cobra's MIA, and she leave her apartment to Lily. She let Lily stay in there, and she ain't returning until the shop is back. What if the shop don't come back? So she's going to leave that lease in her name for Lily to blow and mess up her credit? What's really going on? And then Don confronting his side piece, his side chick walking up with her belly hanging out, talking about she's pregnant, she's having his baby, and she wants to know what's good. I'm like, this just embarrassing. Like, well, Don, how could you do that to your family? How could you do that? Like, you're just like, you need to search your soul. Search yourself and find out if you really love Ashley, if you really want to be with her, or do you just love your kids and you want to be a part of their life, and you need to separate the two, where you can have joint custody, or you can have a nanny or somebody that can help you raise your kids while you're at work if you and Ashley don't work, because it seems like Ashley still loves you. I don't know if you love Ashley. I have no idea, because it's always a cheating scandal. There's always a woman that you're cheating on Ashley with, and if you don't want to be with her, or you feel like you can't control your penis, then you need to let her know that this is how it's going to be. I might have said I do, but I can't be faithful to your vagina. Or get some help. Like, don't put your kids through this drama where now Ashley feels like she has to run away and hide because she's embarrassed, she's hurt, her heart's broken. So only way that she feels like she can hurt you the way that you hurt her is take the kids away, which a lot of women do, which is terrible. But, you know, it is what it is when you make poor decisions, and you make poor decisions while you're on TV. And you guys from Chicago struggle to get yourself out the hood, out the street, to make sure you live to the age that you are, because a lot of black males don't live to your age. Stop making these effed up decisions. So let's keep it rolling. Let's go with Junior. Junior's in his new shop, and he's chilling, and he's happy where he's at, because he said he couldn't be at 9 Meg anymore because it was too toxic. You made it toxic when you got with Lily, and you let Lily beat you up, run you down, throw you in a gutter. Lily did a number on you, and you switched sides too. One time, Junior, you was on Ryan's side, and the next time you were on the crew side. So make up your mind. But I think you already made up your mind. You at a new shop. you with the man. You're like, nah, I ain't even going with this drama no more. I'm moving forward. Forget all that bull crap. And so Ryan shows up to visit Junior. I'm surprised, but we know Ryan and, you know, 4 are cool, because they just did a tattoo on Nicki Minaj, and they both was together in the room while Ryan was doing a tattoo. So hopefully they do make up. Hopefully there's some makeup going on with the crew, whatever. So, you know, Junior's telling Ryan, like, yo, I went to 9 Mag, they had a party, you know what I'm saying? It was this, and you Charmaine was like, F Ryan, F this, F that. And it was just like, he couldn't believe it, but he was like, damn. But Junior also got into the confession and was like, yo, you tore up that shop, you messed up that shop. And then Junior also let Ryan know that the streets is talking. You're the #1 tattooer in Chicago. Chicago's a big place. For Ryan to be #1, like, that's a good thing, especially him being a melanin man. He's #1 in Chicago tattooing. But the word on the street is that you lost your mind, that you crazy, that you had a mental breakdown. And that's possibly so, because he feel like everything that he had, that his people turned their back on him. But he made that decision happen when he made them to decide between him and Kat when they both was wrong in the situation. So how can you make people choose sides when everyone is family and everyone's friends, and you guys both made a bad decision, a bad choice, and brought everybody down into it? Kat brought everybody into it, and you brought everybody into it by telling them they need to pick a side. And then on top of that, I'm just like, whoa. So And also, you know, Ryan had a heart attack last year too as well. Because remember, it didn't film for a little bit. So he had a heart attack. He had a mental breakdown. That's the word on the streets. And so Junior was like, yo, you know, people saying this. What are you going to do? You're going to let people run you out your shop? You're going to let people close down your shop? You're going to let them talk all that crap about you? But Junior, you was just partying with the crew that you're talking junk about. Junior, you can't be trusted. That's probably why Lily went upside your heads too many times. But Lily was wrong for beating you up. And I hope Lily moves forward in her life where she doesn't think that she has to abuse and beat up a man and get drunk and tore up to have a relationship with somebody, because that is a very bad tendency, very lackluster, very just, it makes her look ugly when she's not an ugly person. And we know that she has a horror story just like most people, but you can't use your horror story to beat up people and take. So moving on from that, I was like, so Ryan was like, oh, we got Ryan to thinking. So Ryan thinking he wants a new shop. I don't know how I really feel about this angle. Ryan get the new shop. I think it's nice. And if it's just him in the building, boom, I like it. It looks nice. They can have parties outside and things like that and inside the shop. But having a whole new cast of characters come along, I'm just getting used to, like, I got used to, I'm warmed up to these characters. Now you're gonna bring a whole bunch of new people, but hey, so be it. You want to, maybe these new people got some skills that we need to see. Maybe they got some talent. Put everybody on the map. Maybe everybody can be on the show, who knows. So moving on from that, we get to Don's house. And Don is sitting there. He's smoking that hookah, looking all frustrated, looking all stressed out, looking like he done messed up, looking like he's carrying bags of sacks on his back, looking like he got his car just broke down in the middle of the highway and he don't know what to do. And here comes Ashley. She walks in. I did like Ashley's hair. I did like Ashley's makeup. It's a very good improvement since, you know, the last time we seen her. But you also have to keep in mind that supposedly Ashley is living in a hotel without any refrigerator or stove, I believe. And so she meets up with Don to tell Don that, hey, listen, she is going to Texas. She's going there with her brother. She's going to stay with him and be with him. He got a 5-bedroom home, and that's where her family's at. That's where her kinfolk's at. That's the people that raised her, people that got her back. And that's what she wants to be, because she doesn't want to be here with Don because Don done cheated on her. He made her look stupid. This girl might be pregnant. She done met up with the side chick. The side chick is talking all sideways out of her mouth. So she feels like only way that she can hurt Don is take his kids away from him. And that's what she feels like she needs to do. Even though she needs some time away, staying in that hotel is not really helping her, because she needs to work out the situation with Don. And running to Texas ain't gonna change the situation, because whether she goes back to Don or not, if she's going to Texas to try to hurt Don and then waiting for him to beg her back or to miss her, that makes no sense. That's playing little kid games when you got children. You need to put them kids in daycare and get a goddamn job and start paying bills and you know, pay for your own apartment, and get some cipher some money from Don too to pay for your apartment. But don't up and run and leave and take your kids away from their father. He might not be a good husband, but he's a good father and he wants his kids. And it's a damn shame to see like this woman want to take the kids away because she's hurt, because she's in pain. And this ain't the first time that Don done cheated on her, and he messed around with Charmaine. He messed around with another chick. He done cheated on her over and over and over. This is nothing new. She should be used to the feeling and the emotion and the embarrassment and the neglect that she feels right now, because she took him back and she married him. He almost had sex with another woman while he was out in Puerto Rico when they were supposed to get married. They almost didn't get married. So what does she expect? What does she think? Like, come on, miss me with that bullshit. Leave the kids out of it. You know, leave the kids out of the situation. You know, you had a corporate job, go back into the corporate world and start working and taking care of yourself. And maybe maybe taking care of yourself and taking care of things will help you, you know, get over Don too as well, that you're busy, that you're not always home with the kids and things like that. So anyways, Don's upset. He's pissed about the situation. He don't want to hear it. He don't want her to take his kids away. He's yelling, he's screaming. He was like, I don't want you to take my kids away. Don't take my kids. It's about you. It's because you hurt. It's because you feel this way. But what about the kids? Why you got to take my kids? Why you got to take my kids? Like, yo, like he's really upset about her trying to take his kids, and he's not feeling good about it at all. So we get to everybody at the 9 Meg shop packing up, because this is closing day. Cobra's not there, so I don't know who packed her stuff up, but Don, Van, Charmaine and Lily, they're at the shop, they're packing up, they're saying goodbye to all the memories, and it's kind of just like a done deal. It's like it's like a over situation where Nine Mag is closed. We're not going to see the inside of that shop no more. Like, is this really, like, did Ryan really, like, foreclose or forfeited, you know, the lease? Or he could not afford it, or his whole intentions was to buy a whole new 9 Mag and bring them on later on. I don't know. So, but we'll see. And so we get to Don. He's getting ready for we're going to Van. Van is getting ready for his fashion show, Chicago Gorilla. He's getting the t-shirts. He's getting everything ready. His fashion looks nice. I like the style. I like the way he's doing it. I think he put a lot of money into this fashion show. I don't know if he could have took the money that he put into the fashion show and rent a building and had everybody chip in, but he's building something. He has his side hustle, and I think the clothes are nice. I think I do like the style. I do like how he have active wear, his sports wear, evening wear, you know, just all different fads and facet, masks, and also hats. Looks excellent. He's actually doing a better job than Danielle, because remember, Danielle was supposed to be in fashion last year, and we didn't see not an inch of fashion. Only fashion we seen was her supposed to dress up Cobra, and then Velvet stole the watch or something like that, or Cobra lost the watch because she was intoxicated. So Charmaine goes to visit, you know, Van, and talk to him or whatever, and she's going to be hosting the gig for him, so it's all good. And then we get Four and Nikki shows up to Four's studio, basically to apologize to him, to say that she's sorry for pouring juice and cereal on top of his head, and she's rapping it, and he forgives her. He's immature, she's immature, and he continues to allow her to mistreat him, yell at him, scream at him, threaten him, beat up people around him, get jealous, get upset, get mad. You know, Nikki does have a business. She has her own hair salon. You know, she looks good. She looks fabulous. She always takes care of herself. She takes care of business. And she's a smart individual. She's a smart woman. But she is a very mean woman. She's a very she's just crazy. Like, she can't control her emotions. Like, she can't calm down. Like, when she sees something happen, she has to immediate react. She can't pause. She can't wait a minute. She can't think out the situation. She can't use logic. All she does is know how to use anger and madness to come after somebody when she feels like she's neglected. And then she tells the real reason, which I said in the last video, is she's upset because Four didn't invite her to go. And then now Four is like, oh, I should have said it to her. He could have said it differently to her, but that gives her no right to do that to him, because this ain't the first time, this ain't the last time. And Four better be careful, because Nikki, you know, she has some issues. You know, she has some abandonment issues. She didn't grow up with her parents, and I think I think her parents are trying to get back into her life. So growing up in the foster care system, we don't know how it was for her, and so she feels neglected. And anybody that's close to her that tries to break away or move away, she feels like they're trying to abandon her, and she goes crazy. So we get that situation, and then we get Dawn. So that happens. Everything's cool. Dawn goes over there to visit Nikki and, you know, his brother Four, and he lets them know what's going on with the situation with this girl that's claiming that she's preggo, and she's messing up the situation, and she's also putting all information on IG, and, you know, Ashley's threatening to move. And Four was like, I'm so glad me and Nikki don't have these problems. No, you don't. You just have a woman beating your ass. That's what you have. That's the problem you have. It seems like Nikki and Four need to switch. Like, Don needs to be with Nikki, and Ashley needs to be with Four. Perfect relationship. You got one brother that cheat. He don't take no shit. And you got the other brother that don't cheat and get mistreated and treated like a simp. But he loves her. Nikki loves him. He loves Nikki. I think I think Nikki is toxic because she has to work on her issues, and I wouldn't want her to date anybody that are my peeps and my peoples, because she's erratic. You know, one minute she can be cool, the next minute you say something or do something that she feels offensive, that she feels as disrespecting her or some type of way, and she'll go off. But she is like the type of person you want to have your back. Like, she'll go toe to toe with you. Like, if you about to get jumped, Nikki, and you with Nikki got your back. She gonna be there with you. She ain't gonna run it. She ain't gonna leave you. She ain't gonna record it and put it on IG. You know, she's gonna have your back. So moving on from that, we get to Lily. Lily's chilling at Cobra's house. I don't know why she leave it in her hand. Then Velvet comes over, and Velvet got some news that she had oral communications with, you know, Terrence, which is Danielle's fiance. And also they, like, why would Terrence have sex with, you know, Velvet when he knows that Velvet knows his girlfriend, the people that she works with, she be in the shop? Like, why would you take a chance like that? Why would you do that? Why would you test your relationship? Because you have no respect for your girlfriend. You have no respect at all. And you ain't no good. So anyways, Velvet wants to bring the situation to, you know, Danielle. And so, you know, Lily feels a certain type of way. Lily was like, yo, I don't even want to hear this. I don't want nothing to do with this. You being messy is messed up. He was like, you know, she was like, you know, Velvet was like, well, I think she should know about her fiance before she marries him, because I would want to know. And, you know, Lily was like, yeah, I do understand, but she ain't your friend. Like, you ain't friends. You guys ain't cool. So, you know, Lily off rip thinks that this is shady. This is messed up. And she does try to give Velvet advice, like, do it appropriately. Use the best timing. Don't be scandalous with it. Don't use a shock value. Don't just give relay the message in a professional, caring way. Don't be all scandalous with it. But Velvet's gonna be scandalous with it because she don't care, and she don't care. It ain't her business. And Velvet wants to continue to be on the show because we don't have no Cobra. So Velvet, you know, she couldn't sleep with Four. She couldn't sleep with Don. So her next best thing was she got Terrence. Like, Terrence, why are you so easy, Terrence? Like, damn. And so we get to the fashion. So we get to the fashion show, Gorilla Fashions. It's point. There's hundreds and hundreds of people there. The place is packed. There has so many different clothing. With so much put on display. Look at all these people there. Look at everything. Like, it's so nice. I don't know if these people was hired, but it seems like these people genuinely support Van, and they got Van's back. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And, you know, the fashion was cool. Then we have Velvet. She shows up, and she confronts Danielle and, you know, Terrence. She goes, oh, Terrence, how come you didn't tell me that you was getting married? Because if you would have texted me back, I would have wished you congratulations to you on your, you know, your engagement. And so that's when, you know, Danielle was just like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, how are you texting him? And so also, you know, Charmaine was like, what? And then, you know, Four and Don are like, what? They're looking like that. They're making that face like, Don was like, thank God it ain't me. And Four was about to jump in and say, come on, stop lying, Velvet. But he realized that it ain't no lie. So it is what it is. So it went down. And Danielle, she ran up out of there with her boyfriend because she didn't want to face the heat, and it's embarrassing too as well. She's doing all this shopping for her wedding, registries with, you know, Charmaine, and that might not even be a wedding go down. And then we get the pregnant side chick. She comes through in all white, and she wants to talk to Don. And Don was like, come on, let's talk upstairs. So they go upstairs, and he was like, yo, what are you talking about, an abortion? Didn't you say that I paid for an abortion? What do you mean I paid for abortion? Here's some receipts. I paid for the abortion. What are you talking about? And what are you talking? And you're telling Ashley that I messed with you since 2016. Now I met you in June, or I met you in July, and I pierced you, and then boom, I hit it, and that was it. Now you're trying to act like we have this we had this extravagant type of relationship that we was together. You're trying to create this false timeline. It ain't true. You're like, yo, why are you doing this? Like, I messed up. Don, you put yourself in a situation because you know you're married. You're under God. You made this commitment. You married Ashley, and you wanted to mess around and get your penis wet real quick, and this is the consequences that you have to deal with. Don hopes it's not his baby. Some chick in the background, she throws water in the pregnant girl's face, which is why you gonna throw water in her face, even though she is trifling coming up to his spot, to his show where his people's at to do this. But she was probably told this is where she can go contact him. He knew, he was well aware that she was coming, and them girls didn't have to throw the water on her. She looked like she was dumbfounded. She looked like she didn't have anything to say. He was calling her a liar. I don't know if what she really didn't respond. She was like, yeah, I did say that about the abortion, but I don't believe Dom would want her to have an abortion. I think he would be against an abortion, but That's the story. He's hoping that this baby that's in her stomach is not his. And so that is really the end of the story. And we won't see what's really popping until next episode. But Dawn, you need to keep it in your pants, man. Use it. And why didn't you use protection so you know for a fact it couldn't be your baby? Why you didn't double up? When you marry, you double up. Or you don't cheat at all. Peace. I'm out. One love.